I want to look at the trucker's hitch now. I don't think there's anything better for your ridgeline for a tarp than trucker's hitch on one end, on the far end. Like I said in my other video, on the first tree you can even use a slip knot. Anything will work. But on the other side, I would not use. You can use a taut line hitch, but people like to pull on that like crazy and make it super tight. So a taut line hitch is not the best for that. So trucker's hitch. The only problem I have with a trucker's hitch is sometimes after you make the slip knot, two things can happen. This, you make it in the wrong way, so when you pull, it closes on you. And I'm dyslexic, so it's a bit hard for me to remember and I think it's this way, but sometimes still, it depends on which way I'm doing things. Sometimes I do it the wrong way and it closes on me, and it's a pain in the butt. The other thing I don't like is that under a lot of tension, sometimes it's hard to get this last bit off when you pull on it to unravel it. Now, from my climbing background, I used to love the butterfly knot, which is really easy to do. Just make two turns, 1, 2, and you get this little pocket here. You go around the back and then through here, through the pocket. Hold on, let me do this again. 1, this is the second turn. Go around the back and you go into the pocket that you just created and pull. And then pull these two sides, pull in the middle. And the reason this is so good is because no matter how much tension you put on it, you could pull on this till the cows come home and it'll never bind at the end. It's super easy to break. Just pull on this and then you just pull on these two, pull on the middle, and it comes off. It's a bit of work to get it off, but if you really want to tie your tarp's ridgeline like I see people on videos, they're like, no, I like this super, super tight, then this knot would be freaking awesome. It's the butterfly knot. I'm going to show it to you with a thicker rope so you can see it better. So the butterfly knot, and the other good thing is you can do it anywhere. You can grab a bite anywhere in your rope. So once, twice, go under, and then through the hole you just made. Pull on your loop and then pull on the sides. See, I made the loop too short. Let me make this bigger. It's a mistake you can make. Pull it bigger, 1, 2, then go around the back, through the loop, pull on your loop, and then pull on the sides. It's a really pretty knot. Nobody cares about that. I do for some reason. It's a pretty knot. And no matter how much tension you put on it, just break it over here, these two loops, and pull, and it's gone. Of course, in thin line like paracord or bank line, whatever you're using, it's going to be harder to untie, but it's not that bad. The other thing you could use that I don't like is the figure 8. And the figure 8 on a bite, you go like this, and you can tie it wrong. I don't think it's going to be such a problem, but you go, the one that's over, you go over when you do this, but then you go around the back, around again, and go through the front. Now, the problem with this is directional, where the butterfly knot is bisexual. It's bidirectional. So this one goes only one direction, and also once you put weight on it, it's a pain to untie, especially with thin lines. So if you already have it set up like that and you're on the other side, see, right now I memorize it this way, so I'd have to go the other way. Go, see, now I'm already messed up. So you got to go this way, around the back, and this way. Okay, I got it. But then I got to remember, I haven't practiced it enough, and I don't have the muscle memory, and I have to remember which way I'm going to use it. And I'm going to show you one that I used a while back on this paracord. And I left it there just to show you guys, because this is how tight they get. This is a directional figure 8. And to untie it, it is a freaking... I don't know if I'll be able to untie it. I'm not making this up or exaggerating. Alright, I got it. Notice that what freed it up, I do this a lot when I got a tight knot, is I kind of push this way and shake it to hell. And that releases it. That helps sometimes. But then, also, if you don't have at least a little bit of nails, you won't get any of these knots off. I'm sorry, it's you gotta have a little bit. Nails are a tool for me. I sometimes use this one, leave it just a little bit, and sometimes I use it as a screwdriver. See, if I don't grab it with my nails, there's no way I'll release this. But that's why I don't use the inline figure 8 anymore. And again, you can turn either way, turn twice, go around the back, you made this loop, see? This is literally a pretzel. This is a pretzel knot. And then you go like this, go in, pull, and look at this pretty knot. It's pretty as a freaking butterfly. Look at this shit. Beautiful. And no matter how much tension you get on it, no matter how hard you pull, and remember, I forgot to show you, on the one drawback about all these knots is that you can't reposition them. To reposition, I gotta untie it. Like now, it's gonna be off the camera. So let me reposition it, which means untying and retying it. All right. So say I want it around here, so it's in shot. I go once, twice, around the back. Here's my little loop I created. Go around the back, over, and through this little loop. See? Again, it doesn't show very well on this thinner line. So you do that. Still too far in. Hold on. Again, this is the drawback. But in real life, you're not worried about camera angles and crap. It's going to be hard to mess it up. We do it up here. Go in through the middle. Go out. There we go. So now you can make this loop smaller. So over here it's the same as your good old trucker's hitch. I'm going to do it up here so you can see it better. You just do a slip knot here and that's it. Everything else is the same as your trucker's hitch. The only thing I'm doing different is this. And of course you can pull on this like till you freaking bring down the trees or your line breaks, whichever comes first. And again, you know, the trick of doing another loop here so that it's self-locking, like here. See, you don't see it. Let me move this again. See, that's the only thing. So now if you go here, either way, from the top or from the bottom, doesn't care. Go twice, so when you pull it, it holds the tension until you want to make your half hitch, slippery half hitch here. You may want to do that. I don't always do it. But if you want to pull on it like the mother, then you go do your half hitch. With all the time in the world, you don't have to do this thing. If you do it twice, you don't have to do this thing where you're pulling on it and then you have to pinch to then do your half hitch. See, and I even have to use my little pinky and crap, and then, you know, I don't know. You can do that. Just go twice. See, I'm doing it from the back now. Once, twice. Pull on it. See, it doesn't even want to pull. There you go. Pull on it, and you keep your tension. So that's my take on the trucker's hitch. I'm using the butterfly knot from now on, lately and from now on, because it's such a good knot. See, and I, no matter how much tension I put, you take these two little loops here, pull them, and you're good to go. It'll come right off. Take it out of the middle, boom. If you want to see it one last time, you don't have to be rewinding. You go once, twice. This is your little pocket you created. You go around the back, around the back, over again, just pull it through that hole you created. Pull the middle, pull the sides, dress it a bit, middle, sides. And look how pretty this is. And again, it doesn't care. Okay, pull these two. It doesn't care if you go this way or if you go the other way. It still works perfectly fine. You can still go around the back, go in through the middle, and it still makes the same exact knot. Also, I just thought about this, that's why I paused. Not only that, it doesn't really care if you go under and through or over and through. But if you're flowing with it, you will notice that if I go this way, it'll feel better to go under because these stay than if you go, under on this side than this side, because it wants to like unravel this way. So get used to always doing it. I always do it this way because it's like righty-tighty, closing a faucet, and I'm kind of right-handed. I'm kind of ambidextrous, not bisexual, but ambidextrous, dexterous. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I always make it this way, just to keep the muscle memory there. But that's my take. You may agree, disagree. You do you, I do me. And just showing you different ways to do these so you can experiment yourself and find out what feels good for you when you're tired, how you remember it easier, and what you do. If you're already been doing the trucker's hitch with the slippery knot, you're used to it, that's working, you don't mind having to pull. At my age, I'm getting old, and sometimes I can't freaking, it's a bear to remove it, and I don't like that. If that's not a problem for you, if my drawbacks to these knots that I'm mentioning and my pluses, you don't think they're your thing, you do you. Everybody, whatever floats your boat. But again, I just wanted to show you different ways to do it so that you can experiment and not get stuck in the same things ever. all the time, forever. All right. Hope this helped. Have a good one.